League of Weapons ferry was at 2:30.
Oh yeah, that's the Staten Island ferry, and that's Spider-Man. And that's the ferry getting ripped in half and him trying to hold it together. Hopefully Tom Holland held his performance together during the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. This is the third Spider-Man movie in the past 15 years, with a new Peter Parker, new Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We asked some Staten Islanders that saw the premiere on Thursday night what they thought of the new movie. Check out some of these responses from some Comic Book Jones customers.
It felt more relatable seeing he looked younger, you know, and it looked more like a high schooler experience, you know.
He's that youthful guy. He's like the way you think when you think Peter Parker. You know, he's a kid. He's in high school. He's making mistakes. You're like, oh, you know, I would make that same mistake. Like, he's not some perfect superhero. He's this guy trying to get by.
He did a really good job, I think. I definitely think he nailed it.
He skewed it like younger, but that's the way I always picture him in the comics.
I always have a soft spot for Tobey Maguire, but Tom Holland really gives him a run for his money. He has a very relaxed, natural feel for Peter Parker, and then a very different persona for Spider-Man. So they don't really get into the origin really much at all, which I think is a good thing. I like, even with the villain, they kind of just throw you in and you're just going with the punches. More so than anything, it was a Marvel Universe movie. I was surprised. I thought there would be a lot of references, but the plot itself is intertwined completely with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You can tell like a lot of stuff is like horror movies. So, you know, it's tying in with the whole Marvel Universe. You know, they gotta do some stuff with some characters. You know, but it really like tied in a lot. Like as far as movie wise, like that they were focusing on a lot, trying to make it all work together.
It's definitely a fun movie, which I liked. I was worried they like dampen it down with like a serious story, but there's a lot of like great parts in it.
It's a real street level superhero movie. I feel like we don't get enough of those. It felt very personal. It didn't feel like the world was in danger. It didn't feel like the world was gonna be destroyed. It felt very just people fighting each other. I'm just gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thought it was really fun. Maybe if like I see myself in the future saying like 7.5. But for now, I'm going to stick on that high and say, you know, 8 out of 10.
Say, I would give it a solid 7, because I don't want to overrate it or underrate it right now.
I think I'd give it an 8. Like, it's definitely like my top, like, probably say like my top 5 Marvel movies so far.